Hi friends, and welcome back to the challenge. It's day 4, and first of all, like for those of you who have been here for the previous 3 days, congratulate yourself for making it into the day 4, and for those of you who have missed the previous 3 days, still congratulate yourself for taking this next step towards a fitter and more lively version of yourself. And I hope you can go back and rewatch the previous 3 days or repeat those and at least follow along for the rest of the days in this workout. And I think we have this one and 3 more to come. And those are structured in such a way that we increase difficulty as we go. And the aim here is not to overwhelm anyone, because those are pretty like bite-sized and structured in a sustainable manner, so that this difficulty increase is barely noticeable. But what we are aiming to do with this challenge is to build this sustainable exercise habit that you can carry along with you out of this challenge and basically get into this daily exercise habit and do it outside of this challenge, even start doing it on a daily basis, because well, this is doable, this is fun, you feel amazing, you lose weight and all that stuff. And by the way, we decided to spice it up a bit this time, so instead of adding another jump rope set on top of the previous 12 sets, we have sprinkled around 2 sets of bodyweight squats, and those are gonna be some special version of a squat. But don't worry, I will give you all guys replacements and easier versions, so those can be adjusted for any fitness level as well. And this effectively turns this workout into a hybrid workout, which is, in my opinion, and well, this opinion is shared by major fitness experts, that those hybrid workouts are most efficient for cardiovascular like conditioning and for weight loss and pretty much for any fitness goal out there. And unless you are very specific athletes doing some really like boxing or running or football, some specific sport, this is the type of workout you should be doing on a daily basis, or on a regular basis rather. So let's briefly go through the benefits that we are getting from the exercises included into this workout, and then I will show this squat variation, and we can get started. So just to remind yourself, guys, that jump rope is one of the best workouts you can do out there. It's cheaper than cycling, easier on your body than running. It provides a ton of cardiovascular benefits, in fact even more than running or cycling or what have you. It burns a ton of calories, so it allows for easy weight management. It increases bone density, which becomes increasingly important as we age. It develops your feet in some special way, in a way that no other like type of training can really develop. So, and it translates directly into running, into football, into boxing, into any other like volleyball, into any other sport out there. It also boosts your mood, and it acts as this kind of a meditative experience which reduces anxiety and boosts your mood. And it has been proven that exercise in general, and those like running and jumping in particular, are very good at improving your cognitive function. So exercises actually literally make you smarter. So you can't really skip on this one. And now about squats. Squat is one of the foundational movements of the human body. This is something we all should be able to do. And again, it becomes even more and more important as we age. And for the purpose of this workout, our audience are broad, and we have like young people and old people and a lot of people in the middle. But for every one of you, there is a benefit of doing squats. And if you have a look at any athletic training program of any kind, you will find some sort of squat variation included into that program. This is exactly because it provides tremendous mobility benefits, and it develops your legs even more. It promotes good posture because it actually directly influences pelvic tilt, and it again even improves the weight management benefits because it engages the biggest muscles of your body, which is glutes and hamstrings and quads. So by adding those exercises into this workout, we take it even level up, or a couple levels up. So yeah, so today the kind of anticipated calorie burn rate is around like 260 calories, which is roughly for the guy of my size, which is 80 kilograms approximately. And like I said, the number of jumps will remain the same as yesterday, but instead we have added those two squat sessions, which are gonna be the overhead squat variation, and I will show you it in a minute. And don't worry, it's not gonna be more difficult, because after each of those squat sessions we will have a longer rest break. So it's even more sustainable than it was yesterday. It's just that we're including some new variety of activities, so to keep it fresh and to get these extra benefits, like mobility benefits from the squat. So when you are doing the overhead squat, it's usually recommended that you use some kind of a stick or whatever, like pole. But, well, we don't need to, because we have a jump rope. This is your pole, okay? So just use it as a stick. And when you are doing this overhead squat, the proper mechanics of this move is that you take it like wider than your shoulders, or the length is not important here. Pick something that is comfortable for you, and then you raise your hands overhead, and then you do this squat. And the ideal goal is to go as deep as you can into this like very deep squat, but this position can be really challenging for a lot of people. And if you find it difficult to go into this type of squat, don't be discouraged, just do your best. First of all, you don't have to do the overhead squat. You can go for a regular deep squat instead. What is important is that you go as deep as you can go, and if you can't go that deep, that's no problem. Just go as deep as you can, and then with repetitions work your way into this deeper version, one rep at a time. And well, basically, if your mobility is very limited in some way, then another option would be to use some kind of a stool or box or chair or whatever to assist you, and that version would look like this. So you will have some type of a chair here, and yeah, let me hide this for a while. So you will have some kind of a chair or stool, and then what you do is you do this box squat variation. So same stuff, but you are not going all the way down into the deep squat, but instead you are going for this one. And it can be as engaging actually. And those of you who have a bit less mobility than you would like to have, go with this version. I will try and do my best to do the overhead squat, which is kind of it's also a chest opener if you consider like rising hands even like above your head or even a bit towards your back. So let's get going, because like enough chat. Here I will start the timer and
get ready.
Let's get going. You can warm yourself up a little bit, maybe do some mobility exercises, but you don't really have to, because jump rope is also happens to be a proper warm-up tool, so you don't have to.
Jump rope.
If you mess it up, just come back online. No problem whatsoever. It's not important if you make mistakes, as long as you come right back into jumping. Or if you feel overwhelmed and tired, just give yourself a couple minutes to breathe and have a sip of water and come back to us then. And also try to listen to the music, because and try to match the music with your moves. It makes it more fun really and more engaging. Yeah, good. Water.
Jump rope.
Stay hydrated. Mess it up, get right back in. This is how people develop themselves. Even if you can only do like 1, 2, 3 jumps before you mess it up, go for it. This is your pace for now. And you will inevitably get better. Because this is how people learn pretty much any skill. They do mistakes, they mess it up, they learn from the mistakes, and they become better. Those 3 consecutive jumps will become 4, 5, 10, 110.
Rest. Jump rope.
One more. Let's increase the pace a little bit. will get a bit of a bigger rest break. I think after this one, or very soon anyway.
Jump rope.
But if you feel tired at any point during this workout, first thing to try is to get your pace down a bit. So if you were going like really fast, like crazy, just get to some more casual boxer skip or something, or go for some slow jumping jacks or like jogging in place. But it's I suggest you guys don't stop moving during those intervals. Do your best to stay active, and even throughout the rest periods, don't like crash on a couch for this like 15 seconds. Stay on your feet at least. Sip water, walk around.
Don't make money, then it don't make sense. You don't make money, then keep it 2 cents. Hating on me, 'cause the bitch gotta get it, they mad, 'cause the bank account got 7 digits.
Overhead squat.
Yes, squat. So legs wider than shoulder width, because this deep squat allows you to be able to go in between them, so to say. And depending on your body proportions, everyone will have a slightly different version of this, but roughly you should aim to have your hands overhead at all times. And then when you are squatting down, imagine that there is a small stool underneath your butt, like just beside you, and you are trying to sit on that thing.
Rest.
Ooh, bigger rest. Also, with those squats, guys, it's crucially important that you, since this is not a loaded version, those of you who have like dumbbells or kettlebells can utilize them to load your squat and do goblet squat, for example. But if you don't have anything or don't want, and in any case, focus on engaging your quads, your glutes, and your core when you get up. So when you go down, go slow and under control, and when you go up, engage your core, and in the very top position, squeeze your quads and squeeze your glutes. Feel the burn, really. We are not going for the number of repetitions here. We are going for quality, controlled reps with full range of motion. Full range, not rage. The beat is a bit faster, so we can go faster for a while.
Rest. Jump rope.
And with every next such session, challenge yourself to learn or try to learn and incorporate some kind of a one simple jump rope trick, like the X motion, for example, or the front straddle, or scissors. Those are really, this is the scissors, those are really easy to learn. Or this toe heel shuffle, those are really easy to learn, and those will make your workout fun again.
Rest.
Like many boxers report that those jump rope workouts, they become stale for them over time, so they just tune out and
Jump rope.
just meditatively jump, you know, like this thing, or boxer skip, which is totally fine, except that you are kind of, well, you can use it as meditation as well, but it's so much more fun if you know at least a couple of those simple tricks. They will challenge you in a new way, and like I said, there is always, I'm doing this for many years, and still there is something new to learn every time. Every time you finish learning something, you figure out there is this new skill. Let's learn that. And while you are learning, it's like immense number of calories that you are burning actually.
Rest. Jump rope.
We will have this second bigger rest break quite soon, so don't stop. Like I said, if you feel tired and overwhelmed and you are forced to stop, do something still. Stay active. You don't need a jump rope for that, okay? This is like no one is watching. It's like if someone is watching and laughing at you, make them go for a walk. It's like they should be supportive, and if they are not, just, you know, do it on your own.
Rest.
So yeah, and you can pick pretty much your favorite music and it will work for jump rope anyway.
Overhead squat.
I can hardly imagine any type of melody that's not gonna work for rope jumping. A bit of an angle so that you guys see. And I am leaning forward a little bit because of the proportions of my hips and thighs, but yeah, like I said, this is normal. Just do your best to stay vertical, and that's it. Focus on truly squeezing your quads and glutes at the top. This is something to control.
Rest.
Ooh. Running out of water. But fortunately we have only 3 or 4 rounds to go. Whew. the more active you stay during those rest breaks, the better will be the calorie burn will be. And you don't have to do anything crazy in those breaks. Just move around. Just resist the urge to sit down for rest. Or if you sit down into the deep squat, which at least will work your shins mobility and provide all those benefits of the deep squat. And by the way, even just sitting or being or living in this deep squat provides tremendous benefits. You can Google it. It's like one of those magical wonder exercises that improve all sorts of stuff which you would never thought they improve.
Rest.
Whew. Just move around.
Jump rope.
So that your heart rate still stays up. And by the way, I have measured it yesterday, and it was something like 1800 jumps. So we are kind of ahead of schedule, so to say, a little bit. So that's why we're not adding those jumping intervals anymore for a while, just to adapt to this workload.
Rest.
Whew. Couple more, I think 2 more, and we're done.
Jump rope.
If you feel strong, go ahead, do any sorts of crazy stuff like crisscross. It ups your heart rate like crazy. Or at least it's also kind of fun skill to learn, and it takes time. Or double unders, which I'm not gonna do here.
Rest.
Last one. Finish strong. Let's get those benefits we came for.
Jump rope.
Cardiovascular health, bone density, leg development, cognitive performance increase. All those things are available to you every day from the comfort of your living room or whatever, like corridor or your bedroom. And you can do it in your trunks. And it's so much easier than running, because you just take your trunks off and go have a shower right away. No smelly shoes, no smelly clothes, no nothing. Just your rope and yourself.
Workout complete.
Ooh, that was nice. We did it, guys. Whew. And as you can tell, I'm out of breath. I'm sweaty as hell, and yeah, it's not really visible to you, but this is how it goes. Yeah, so in my opinion, it's been an amazing workout, and especially those of you who are new to this type of training, you are gonna be burning calories like crazy, and your leg will start developing very rapidly, because when you are not doing some specific sort of exercise and then suddenly start, it produces this huge stimulus, and then the only thing you have to do is to make sure your recovery is in place. And this is, by the way, one of the most important things in this challenge. After completing this one, if this is morning for you, by all means go have your work day. This is the best thing you can do in the morning, because your cognitive performance is going to be increased for the rest of the day. And if this is evening for you, go have a nice dinner, go take a shower, and go to bed a bit earlier. Make sure your recovery is in check, because the exercise is merely a stimulus. All the growth happens during the rest state, which is mostly sleep. Okay, guys, and congratulate yourself for taking it that far, to making it through the day 4, and well, I wish you all the best, and I will see you tomorrow for day 5.